Hello, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Ian Green, and I'm the musician for Music Dreams and also for Ian J. Green. And today I'm going to be doing a short tutorial on a really fun piece by Burton Cummings called These Eyes. Now, the purpose of this tutorial is just to help with some of the interesting timing or counting that occurs within the introduction of the piece, the first couple of lines, and also where this material comes up in the piece, how to have some strategies to perform that music for solo piano. Now I have an access to the digital sheet music here, but again, this is just for the purpose of sharing the interesting information on the piece, just as a tutorial to help perform the piece, and any opportunity that students have to perform the piece is always the main goal, is to make sure that I can teach and help the students to enjoy what they're learning and also to appreciate the wonderful music that Mr. Cummings wrote. Thank you to him and to his band for playing and writing this music. Now, something that's interesting is that this piece is the arrangement that we have here says easy piano, but some of the material, especially in the where the arrow is, where the cursor is, it does not look too easy. But what I want to do today is help to play this material so you can hear what is entailed and also how to perform it separately with your right hand alone and also hands together. Let me play the full version of the first part of the piece, which is outlined on the screen, with both hands first. I'll play again. So the main thing here is to make sure that you're playing the correct notes in each bar in the right hand. The first chord we have is F, A, C, D, or also known as D minor 7. Then we have something called C major 7, which is basically the basic spelling of that chord is C, E, G, B, but the C is in the bass, or in the left hand, and then the E, G, and B is in the right hand. That is in bar 3, right here. And then we go to C major in bar 4. Now the C major chord in bar 4 is in first inversion, that triad in the right hand. The traditional root position C major chord would be C, E, G, but we switch it to E, G, C. So D minor 7 first. And then we go to C major 7. And then C major. Now with the added left hand. Oh, and by the way, I should also make a shout out to Randy Bachman, the other writer of this piece, Burton Cummings and Randy Bachman, of course. Sorry about that, Mr. Bachman. Now, when we're counting 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1. 2 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4. So that's the introduction. Now when we get to the beginning of the piece, starting in line 3, the melody is the top note, set of top notes that we can see here. If I were to write this down using my iPad pen here, we could say that the melody are all the notes with the stems facing up. And also you can check where the melody is by following the lyrics. So if you see music here, like at the end of the first page, where there's some chords by themselves, those are the instrumental parts. That's what the band is playing in the original recording, or what the piano is playing. But the melody always follows each of the different words. Now, sometimes you have one word for a couple of different notes, but most of the time, each word is matching with a specific note. So those are the notes you want to play the loudest. Now, when we play that in the right hand for the first page, for example, what we want to do is find a fingering that will fit, so you can play all of the notes together. So a suggestion is to play first the melody with the correct fingering written down. And then also practice so you can hear the melody note, these eyes, and then the chords. And even just by practicing that first page, you'll be able to get the sense of how the rest of the piece works. Because whenever that same 16th note, 8th note pattern that occurs at the beginning of the piece, whenever that shows up later on, it's always the same timing. It's just a different combination of notes. So I think the main things to take away from this tutorial are, first, to practice the first two lines, getting a sense of the counting. Just right hand and then left hand together, and that is a good project. Then when you really feel comfortable, then you can start working right hand alone where the text is, where the lyrics or the singing part starts. So you can get a sense of where the melody is first, and also how those chords occur in the right hand. Then after that, you can add in the left hand. The left hand's actually the easiest part. It's got the least or fewest notes in it. So I do hope this tutorial was helpful, at least to get a sense of how to start playing this wonderful piece by Mr. Bachman and Mr. Cummings, and also to get a sense of the timing, especially of that introduction. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.